But a typical night for the casino at Ben often goes like this. Ben either wins or loses a little bit. Whatever he does, he has fun at the table. So Ben is really awesome to have at your table.
That's true.
Because A, he's involved in every hand. So if you ever have aces, you don't have to worry there's no caller because Ben will call. Even with Jack 3 under the gun, Ben probably raises, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, an average casino story goes like this. Ben ends up losing some money and he's like, I think I lost enough for today. I was like, Ben, here, I really want to play some more. So here, if you want, here you have $100, try to win some money. He's like, I can't promise. It's okay, Ben, just play your best. Well, Ben comes back, half hour later, wins $300. He's like, yeah, I played good. I was like, well, good, Ben. Ben walks away, comes back 15 minutes later. He's like, I lost 200 at blackjack. It's like, Ben, why would you do that? And that's how it pretty much goes every single Sunday.
That's actually really true, except the one time that I won at blackjack. That was a really good night.
Yeah, but you selected a good run.
Yeah.
But it's so fun, because when Ben plays his best, he's actually playing pretty okay poker. And then when he finally wins, and he just doesn't know how to get rid of his money as soon as possible.
It's not that, man. It's like I get to a point where I'm like, okay, this is an okay point to quit. Yeah. And then I go and I find everybody, and like either like one time Kevin was busted and we were ready to go and we were looking for Greethorpe, and we like walk around and we can't find Greethorpe anywhere. So like, I guess we'll play so far, piss away all my money.
No, I actually wasn't busted at that moment. I was up really a lot, and then because we couldn't find Greethorpe, I ended up losing because I started playing high limit, and that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, you know, so I don't know. I'm not a very good poker player. And
it's all about fun.
It shows in my results.
Anyway, the moral of the story was, after Sunday showdowns, we often love to play poker. We should actually announce it. So if any of you guys are living
come join us
around Los Angeles, and if you want to play poker with us, you're more than welcome.
I would love a coach. So if anybody wants to come out and kind of give me some tips, some pointers.
Well, Ben, I'm available. $25 an hour.
I'm not going to pay you.
Damn it.
Just want somebody to be a friendly little, hey Ben, I recognize that you're terrible at this game, so I'm going to give you some help. Anyway, to the game at hand, QXC chose a dual site, and I think it's a good choice. It's been one of the best Terran maps in TVZ this season at the NASL. I don't actually think Terran has lost here, maybe once against Zerg. I'll have to go.
Yesterday we had Select versus Idra, and Idra was very close to beating Select on dual site, but in the end he did not manage to do so. But yeah, QXC is going for the standard no gas fast expand build, and I'm a little bit distracted by him because my head is already at 91 versus Genius. I'm so excited, I'm so happy to cast that, and I think it's going to be awesome. I'm really, really excited about that one.
On the poker point, just one more time, you have to admit, I get some really bad beats.
Yeah, you do.
Like, I think I'm like, just like inherently unlucky.
Hey, by the way, Ben, just a small bridge. No, I do agree with that. Often you do play good poker and you get unlucky. All the people right now just gave a shout out at UCI Irvine, not UCI, just at the Irvine Barcraft at the Buffalo Wild Wings. Make sure to check us out next Sunday. If you guys want to meet Naniwire Genius, we're going to have a meet and greet, of course, always after the best of 5, or best of 7. You guys can meet us as well. Have some drinks, have some food. It's going to be an awesome Sunday, so I encourage all of you guys to make sure to drop by.
Maybe even come play some poker with us.
Yes. Wow, how cool would it be if we show up at the casino with like 200 nerds?
Wow, the commerce would hate us.
Yeah, it's like we want to play some poker. How many people? 200.
Give us all Sunday is already kind of a slow night at commerce. Usually we roll in as the tables are clearing out. There's just like maybe 5 tables that are playing. We just like show up with everybody. They have to call in new dealers. Yeah,
we're gonna have like there are a lot of like screens as well. Before you know it, Ben, bam, Barcraft at Commerce Casino.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, play some poker, watch some Starcraft.
You know, one of the times we were there, I was sitting at a table with one of the owners. He was a nice guy.
Well, he didn't like you very much, you said. Because you called him a prick.
No. Actually, like, okay, so this is what happened. he made like a really donkey bet, like just a donkey bet. And like I'm used to like every poker game I ever play, I'm always playing with friends. So I'm used to just being kind of joking, like, "Oh, you jackass." I said that to him just jokingly. He got really mad. He was like, "What did you call me?" I was like, "Whoa, man, I'm sorry. I'm just used to playing with friends. I didn't really mean anything by it." And then he immediately calmed down. He's like, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry for reacting that way." It's just some people get really pissed off when you do stuff like that. And I was like, I totally understand. It was like my bad. I shouldn't be calling some random guy a jackass, but it was all in good fun. And after that, it was pretty cool.
I love how you always make so many enemies at the poker table. Like you're like such a nice guy and you're fun to play with, but somehow everybody ends up hating you after half an hour.
It sucks, man.
It does. Sheth stayed gasless for a very long time, by the way, Ben, so he has a very good economy. You can see he's still gasless, just now getting all those extractors down.
Wow, look at this fast third base.
And we see a Banshee opening over here by QXC, Cloak Banshee opening.
I would love to see him build a Raven, because it's really awesome for denying the creep spread, and it's just one of the things we talk about a little bit here and there. Sheth's delayed his lair for a really long time. I think QXC's at no real risk of running into early mutas. So a Raven would be pretty cool against what we're seeing out of Sheth.
And these bunker placements are getting really popular right now. These sort of like awkward bunkers behind the Vespene geysers, but they do make a lot of sense. Even though they definitely do not cover everything, they are very hard to take out.
Well, it makes even more sense in this position because it covers the ramp. So if Sheth would try to run by, and the QXE just raises those depots, and everything there gets chopped up by the units in the bunker.
You think if you stand here with a lean?
Maybe on like the bottomest point on the ramp. Bottomest. Well, I just made up a new word.
I was about to say, it's like, I don't know which vocabulary you're using right now, Ben.
I think you're rubbing off on me, Kev.
Oh yeah, blame it on me. That's what he always does. You see, guys, great friend that Miss Bitter. Cloak is almost ready. Stim is being rished as well.
You judging me really hurted my feelings.
When did I judge you?
Just now.
What do you mean?
I'm making fun of you and you didn't catch it.
Why? I don't get it right now. No, I really don't get it.
Because hurted is not a word either.
Oh, that was very funny then.
But you often say it.
Heard it?
Yeah.
You're hilarious right now. Guys, someone please stop Mr. Bitter. I don't think I'll be able to cast with this much fun. Anyways, we see a lot of Hellions right now from QXE working their way, working on this hatch quite a bit. And what is this Banshee going to do, Ben? There's not a single bit of, well, there's a Spore Crawler actually, but
it's too close. Banshee takes a lot of damage.
Damage.
We're falling to pieces today.
Yes. But this Banshee is going to take out quite a few drones. Spore Crawler is forced to reposition right now, but not before.
Look at this little Hellion push up here. This hatchery's taking huge amounts of damage.
The hatchery's going to fall because there's another additional Banshee there as well. How many Spore do we have in the main base? Only one Spore Crawler, by the way, so that means there is going to be...
What? Sheth doesn't have any units, and QXE is going to capitalize on this by running Hellions into the main base.
Well, Sheth has 31 Zerglings right now in the natural, but look at this bunker, man. What a hero bunker of the day.
Exactly what we were talking about.
He can repair it.
Gonna be able to repair. He can only repair with a couple of SCVs, though. And I think it's so close. The bunker is...
it's losing HP. It's going to lose. It's going to fall.
A lot of those lings died, though. Will QXE be able to salvage? Get the Devo up? No. No. Raise it. Oh, now, actually, that might be GG, Kev.
Well, there are quite a few Marines, and you shouldn't forget that these Hellions did a lot of damage as well. How many workers have been lost on either side? QXE killed 18 drones.
Wow, and actually it's the SCVs that there's more SCVs out, and QXE's like, all right, you can't leave.
Hotel California.
Yeah, raises the depot. More lings coming though.
Oh, but this depot is probably going to fall, and that's going to be quite a big problem right now.
There's nothing there to repair, and the lings will once again stream in. Banshee will eventually kill everything, but not before more damage is taken.
Pony had a couple of banelings right now.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, QXE doing a good job microing these.
And QXE is still at triple orbital, by the way, so I actually think this is not all that bad for QXE. If anything, it's good for him.
Yeah, kills a hatch, comes out of that with a worker lead.
Yeah.
And Sheth's still stuck on 2 bases, so once more, QXE in a pretty okay position. More Lings going to be running forward, but there's 12 Marines out now, and I don't think these Lings have much of a chance of doing additional damage.
Those Marines are actually on the high ground, though, so a couple of SCVs are very low on HP as well, so Sheth will be able to pick those up. Pick off the low.
No, don't run the mules. There's really no reason to do that. But Sheth does have to disengage. QXE stabilizes, and not a bad spot to be in if you're QXE. Is there an infestation pit? There is not.
Well, he's making a Spire right now, so he's morphing in the Spire. He has double evolution chamber.
2-base Muta. I don't know if I like that choice by Sheth, but he does have a lot of gas banked up, so he'll be able to make a huge, huge swell of Mutas.
Sheth has been producing so many units already. He's on 45 drones. I guess that's kind of what he needs on 2 bases. You could, of course, go up to 60 if you really want to, but you won't gain all that much from it. And QXE is at triple orbital. There's a couple of idle SCVs right now, but doesn't really matter because he's 7 workers ahead. All he has to do is stabilize.
Yeah, and
well, I also think that Sheth was maybe banking a little bit on the fact, or at least hoping that QXE would make more Banshee, so the Muta switch would be extra smart, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case.
Sheth is going to start making those Mutas 6 for now, 7 even, and I guess he'll continue building more until he does burn off all this extra gas.
Well, why does QXE have no units on the low ground, Ben?
I actually don't know. He's got that bunker rebuilt. This time it's surrounded by supply depots. He does come down with his Marines, and he'll deal with these Zerglings, but not before losing a few more SCVs.
Yeah, Sheth's doing a pretty good job at picking off units one by one. Right now he killed 23 workers throughout the entire game. QXE is still only at 18 drones. Does have these Banshees alive, but those are going to... it's going to be easy for Sheth to deal with those after he has the Mutas out.
Those Banshees have been all-stars. 34 kills between them. They were actually instrumental in QXE eventually holding off all that aggression from Sheth.
That is true.
Muta count already up to about 15 with more mutas on the way. So.
Yeah, it's going to be up to 18 meters right now. He flies in the cloak Banshee. Look at QXC, so smart, activating cloak when he goes above creep. So he's not giving away the fact that Banshee is there. Now QXC knows there are quite a few meters on the map as well. So we can see him drop turrets immediately.
Overseer's coming down though, and that's probably going to spell the end of this Banshee's reign of terror. Muta's going to fly over and knock her out of the skies. Run away, QXC! No!
I think Sheth rather dealt with it in a different way instead of revealing his mutas, but what he didn't know is that this cloak Banshee already spotted the mutas.
Marines running forward now for QXC. He's once again going to try to deny this expansion. QXC does a really good job of expansion denial.
Once more, pretty big circling run by over here, and QXC once more pretty much moved all of his Marines out of position. Of course, he still has that hero bunker over here.
These Lings are getting so many SCV kills because QXC is paying more attention to his push than he is to his natural. The third base of Sheth probably going to get cleaned up here, but not before a lot of SCVs are killed. Sheth's killed, wow, 44 workers in total. That's taken QXC all the way down to 42.
And if he runs in right now with the Lings, he can actually deal with that missile. Well, not only with the missile, I thought with the bunker as well, if he would just bring in the Lings. But instead he's going to try to take care of this push. He does have Banelings, no Baneling speed, but 5 Banelings and all those mutalisks should be enough.
The Lings are going to surround, and that means no escape. Well, it should mean no escape, but the Marines actually...
Wow, even without all the mutalisks, Sheth deals with it. Yeah, so very easily.
I think he's got pretty good upgrades, doesn't he? Yeah, he's on 2-2 already. Holy hell, those are good Zerglings. And the upgrades for QXC, of course, he's got +2 attack and +1 armor with +2 finishing up. Still 2 base to 2 base.
But this was going so well for QXC, and suddenly he's down 40 supply. He lost so many links to so many SCVs to all these small link pokes. Might end up losing a few more now. All the mutas. There's not many missile turrets in the main base at all, so Sheth could be really annoying with that.
And he's got so many mutas, 14 mutas. There's Marines with these turrets though, so it'll be.
Yeah, it's 41 Marines. But that's still maybe pick off a reactor here and there.
I think the mutas could fight that little group of Marines. Not going to happen though. Right now, QXC, he's again going to be pushing out on the map, and
we could take another look at that awesome surround from Sheth, man, because I think that was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, let's check it out. As we see the Marines poking forward onto the creep there, and Sheth goes for the big surround. I thought he was going to let the Banelings connect, but didn't end up even needing them. The Lings just cleaning up everything.
I was so surprised that he won that fight without actually using all the mutalisks. I really thought he was going to need those.
Yeah, well played there by Sheth. Good job getting back and dealing with that little hit squad. Into the main game, we can see the QXC is, or I'm sorry, Sheth is still running around the top half of the map. He's going to start denying QXC's expansions.
For the people who just tuned in and wondered what the position are of these guys right now, I believe Sheth is
1-4, 1-5.
Yeah, Sheth is actually 1-3, and QXC is 1-3 as well. So it's going to be tough for either of them to make the playoffs, but nothing is impossible yet if they win today. Yeah,
if they can win out, this is going to put them right in the middle of the pack, and if nothing else, that'll give them a good chance of qualifying for the wild card.
And of course there's also $150 on the line, so they're not playing for nothing anymore as soon as they won't have any playoff dreams alive. And QXC, man, he's been playing really good Starcraft over the previous 2 weeks. And I mean, against Moro he played excellent and he lost, just because I felt that Moro played some of the best ZVT I've seen in a long time. Well, this little hit squad won't be able to do much. And today he played really good against Sheth as well. Both games he has an advantage, but he's just not able to capitalize on it.
He's not out of this one yet, though. He's down 30 supply, but if you look at the army supplies, it's only about a 15 supply difference. If he gets a really good engagement.
But I'm just worried right now because he was in a much better spot. He's going to try to expand, but that's going to take a little while. Look at Sheth. He's going to have all the units over here as well. I'm not sure how many units QXC is bringing.
Mutas,
oh, look at the Banelings coming in from behind.
But they're stopping, and QXC actually ends up cleaning them up. So nice attempt by Sheth. Maybe he was trying to burrow those Banelings. Does he have burrow?
Yeah, he does have burrow.
Here we are going to have another big fight. Oh, wow. Not that big of a fight. It's just a big stomp. In fact, all of QXC's units melt away, and QXC forced to tap out. GG.
Both games, QXC having a late lead, but Sheth, who definitely caught up some momentum right now in the NASL Star League, managed to win for the 2nd week on the row. Last week he took out Polt, and now he takes out QXC.
Yeah, QXC showed some good form. I think you can see that he's been practicing.
No, I think he's playing really good Starcraft both weeks. I think he had a lead in both games right now, but he gave it away.
Small mistakes.
First game not ready for the counter, and I guess the second game just not really just stabilizing. I think he didn't realize in how great of a shape he actually was. But after that first big skirmish where the Banshees did some damage, the Hellions did damage, and the Lynx did damage, it was 45 for QXC against 42 for Sheth. I'm talking about workers, of course, and triple orbital ban. That's like a dream scenario.
Yeah, it was.
All you have to do is just stabilize and then like slowly expand.
Yeah, it's hard to be critical of somebody for being aggressive because you love seeing players push that action, but I do think QXC often gets just a little overzealous. I mean, maybe it's unfair to make that criticism, but he was, as you pointed out already, he was several times in good positions. So keep up the good work, though, QXC. If you keep playing like that, keep building on that, I'm sure that you'll be in really strong shape.
I think he's playing really good soccer right now. It happens. You can't win them all, man. At the end, only one player can win, unless you have a tie.
That game was brought to us by iBuyPower, the PCs that power the North American Star League. Why are you grinning?
I said, unless you have a tie, and then I realized I have a tie. I thought it was really funny. And I'm really not happy with my tie. Go on, man. I'm sorry too.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
You said thank you to iBuyPower for bringing us that game.
We're going to play a short commercial. Maybe we can get an interview with Sheth. We're working on that right now. We'll let you know when we get back. For now, short commercial break, and then more StarCraft when we get back.